Hi guys, I'm just going to show you how to start your weaving. So if you're doing weaving, you are probably going to use a cardboard loom like this. And the first thing that you should do is take some thinner yarn. So I have thicker yarn and thinner yarn, and now let me show you the difference. And of course it's all like tangled up. So this is the thicker yarn, this is the thinner yarn. I guess the thinner one is about, I don't know, 2 millimeters, and the thicker one is about 3 or 4. So you'll take your thinner yarn and you first have to warp your loom. So this is the back of my loom because it's been taped and used before. So you're going to take a piece of tape. You're going to start right on the edge and you are going to tape your yarn to the loom, and after it's taped in the back, you're going to bring your yarn from the top to the bottom, and then you're going to loop it around this little tooth like this, and then you're going to bring it forward to the top, and you're going to loop it around the tooth and bring it down, and you're just going to go up and down and over the little tooth, around the little tooth at the top, up and down. So your back should look like this, and you should give yourself enough yarn to fill up the whole loom. And then you're done, which I am not done, so I'm gonna have to add more yarn. So if you don't have enough yarn like me, just tape it in the back, and hopefully you grab more yarn. Hopefully you grab more yarn than me, and you could just do everything in one color. But basically we need to finish this. The whole thing needs to be covered in yarn. So I'm gonna take more tape, and I don't have any more of the same colors, so I'm just gonna take this lighter purple here, and it looks like a mess back here, but in the front it looks pretty. And we're just gonna go again around the teeth and kind of bring it front and back. And now I'm just gonna show you what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to take your yarn and go around the front and around the back. So no, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna fix that. Let me quickly finish this. Alright, so it should look like this. The whole thing should have these strings of yarn around the teeth. They go top to bottom. And to finish it, you just again tape the end, and now you can start weaving. And so now I'm just going to show you a simple woven stitch with this nice and white yarn, thick white yarn. I do have some needles. You can definitely weave without needles, but I find it easier with a needle. And in this case, you do tie a knot right on the needle. All right, so the most basic stitch for weaving is just under, over. So we're gonna start under, go over, under, over, and through the whole thing. You for your assignment you need at least 3 stitches. You can see some examples of the stitches in the presentation that I shared, and you should self-direct and research tutorials for stitches. Some of my other students already started doing this in class this week. Some of the students who were ahead, and it's turning out really nice. So here's my first row, and when you finish your first row, make sure you don't pull it all the way out because you want to like leave the little tail. If you're scared and if you think you're gonna accidentally pull it out, you can also take another piece of tape and tape this to the back. But if you finish under, you're gonna start over. So I'm gonna go over, under. So basically the next row should be opposite. And if you make a mistake and you well, usually the common mistake is to go under 2 or over 2 or more. So it's no big deal, just undo it and redo it. You know, undo it and redo it correctly. So the biggest thing to watch out for with this is that you don't pull it too tight. So as you're weaving, the edges should look like this, not too tight, and the lines on the edges should remain straight. So if you start pulling it too tight, do you see how it's coming in more? And this line is no longer straight. So this is wrong. I don't want to see this. It needs to be all the lines that go from top to bottom need to remain straight. All right, so I finished over. So I'm gonna go under and I'm gonna continue. And this is just a basic stitch, and it's good to start and end with a basic stitch. And this is it. This is enough to get you guys started, and after you do about 5 rows with a basic stitch, you should get on your Chromebook and research more stitches that you want to try, and you can do them in the same color or different colors. The color palette is up to you. Let me know if you have any questions. Have fun. Bye.